Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to The Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with a discussion video. So yeah, I wasn't originally going to participate in this and then I thought about it some more and I'm like, I really think it's something I need to do. Based on the fact that I went out today to a library book sale and bought 50 books. So there is a book haul coming to the channel later this week, friends. I will be filming it next. Those books are going to get talked about, that stack right there, along with this pile of books I have sitting beside me. So what am I here to talk about? If the title of this video did not clue you in, this is the 100 Book Challenge. So the 100 Book Challenge was created by Ollie over at Criminolly, and he started this discussion a couple days ago because I guess he's been buying a crap ton of books as well. And he's like, you know, I think I need to do the 100 Book Challenge again. And this is something that he created when he first started his channel like a little over a year ago. And the whole point is to read 100 books before you allow yourself to buy any more books. Kind of a great idea, right? I think it's read 100 books off your shelf before you, before you allow yourself to buy any other books. So it's a great challenge. And the reason I kind of was stepping back from it a bit is because, like, there are certain books that I pick up each month that are put towards my reading goals for the month. So in order to, like, for some of my throwback books and stuff like that, I do need to pick up books because I don't have them or have easy access to them. They're not at my library. I do need to buy them. So I'm like, that's just not going to work for me. And I'll discuss that a bit more later in this video. So that's why I was kind of standoffish at first. Plus, and a lot of people were saying this too, like 100 books is a lot of books to some people. Somebody like Ollie or myself or, you know, a lot of other people who read quickly, 100 books isn't that difficult to do. You know, there are some people whose goal for the year is 52 books or 20 books or whatever. So it's going to take them a lot longer to get through 100 books. Whereas somebody like myself, who ends up reading anywhere between 15 and 25 books a month, depending on the month, you know, 100 books, I could do that in 4 or 5 months, right? So it's a little bit more of a manageable challenge, if you will. So essentially, what people started discussing on the Discord group. And what I'll do is, I will leave link to Ollie's kind of like announcement discussion video. I have no idea what he's going to say in it because I think it's going up today, the day that I'm filming this. It's going to be posted. So I'll be watching that probably after I'm done filming this. But regardless, he has all the info. I'll post it below. He'll also have links to his Discord. So feel free to jump over there to join the Discord group if you want to discuss this with anybody else if you decide to participate. So a lot of people were discussing the fact that, you know, again, they can't read books as quickly as some people. So what has kind of grown out of that are these tiers. So for those of you who are sitting here thinking, yeah, this sounds like a great idea, Sarah, but I don't know if I could do 100 books. There are tiers. So there's 25, 50, 75, or the 100. And I think it's like bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. Always wanted platinum. So I'm going for platinum. And a lot of us are actually putting rules in, you know, ways that we're allowing ourselves to still buy a few books, but still participate in the challenge. And as long as I stick to these rules, I think it's going to be great. And I actually think I'm probably going to be saving quite a bit of money and space on my shelves. I do plan in the next few months, like over the course of the winter, my non-Harlequin bookshelves I want to do a clear out of them because a lot of those books, I don't need to keep them. There are certain ones I want to keep, like the Crew of Hunters series by Heather Graham, you know, some very, very favorites, but just general books. I'd rather save that space for Harlequin category romances, which is what I want the bulk of my collection to be. You know, as book collectors, we kind of all want our collections to be a certain thing or to respect, to like a lot of people will only keep books that they rated 5 stars, for example. You know, they'll have their want to read bookshelf, but the books that they end up keeping. So, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's a complete side note and I'll talk about that in another video. So yeah, in terms of my personal rules for this challenge. So here they are. And I did not write these down. I'm doing this completely off of memory. So if I forget something, I forgot it. Sorry. So, I'm allowing myself to keep Book of the Month. So Book of the Month just came to Canada. It just started in Canada. I'm super, super stoked. So I got my first, I haven't gotten the book yet. I ordered it last week and it was $10 shipping included for your first book. So I'm super, super stoked about getting it. I'm only allowing myself the one book, no add-ons, nothing at all like that. So I'm going to keep that subscription going as long as I'm enjoying it. But because I literally just got it, I don't want to just turn around and give it up right now. So yeah, I think I'm going to hang on. I am definitely going to hang on to that one. I'm hanging on to Kindle Unlimited, mainly because as I already talked about, I need to purchase certain books to do some of my challenges every month. And one of my challenges that I love doing is my Back to My Childhood books. So I'm rereading my way through the Babysitter's Club, Nancy Drew, the 2 Nancy Drew series, the Nancy Drew Mystery Stories, the Nancy Drew Case Files, and Sweet Valley High and Sweet Valley Twins. So Sweet Valley High is fully available except for the first 12 books, and I'm already past that, are all available on Kindle Unlimited. Plus, I end up often getting a lot of other books that I might have had from NetGalley that I didn't download in time that are available on Kindle Unlimited. So for right now, I'm going to keep KU. That might change in the months to come if I find the only time. I'm actually going to start keeping track of how often I use KU. And if I'm finding I'm only using it to borrow that Sweet Valley High book, I'm probably just going to cancel the subscription to it, because KU costs me $10 a month, whereas the Sweet Valley High book will cost me $4 a month. So if I'm not using it for anything else, it might just be worth my while just to cancel the service. So we shall see. I'm still debating on that in my own head right now. I may just go ahead and cancel it now, and like before my new one renews in a few weeks, and then just see if I end up needing it later. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think that would make more sense. Anyway, in that same vein, for those Back to My Childhood books, the Babysitter's Club books I can get from the library. Same with the Nancy Drew Mystery Stories I can get from my library. The Nancy Drew Case Files, I have a bunch of them in physical format. I think I have up to book 20 or something like that. So those ones might be ones that I might need to get on Thrift Books. Same with the Sweet Valley Twins series. Those I need to pick up on Thrift Books. So I need to allow myself to purchase those books that I might be needing to read in the months to come. So that I'm allowing as well. I'm also allowing my new release Harlequins to be purchased each month. So every month, I've been doing it for the last few months, and I've been really enjoying it, that I am picking one book per imprint, and my goal is to try and read that book within the month that we're in, essentially. So for example, for the month of November, I'm reading books that have a November publication date. And because I don't already own them, I need to purchase them because they're brand new releases. So I allowed myself those books as well. And I'm only going to buy them when I'm about to read them. So I'm not like going to buy all, well, maybe I will. Who knows? That because that's all I'm really allowing myself to purchase, I might just say go ahead and just buy them because they make me happy, and I love supporting the authors for Harlequin and category romance. And NetGalley. I'm allowing myself NetGalley because it's NetGalley and I can't step away from NetGalley. It's addictive and I love it, and I am pre-approved from like Harlequin and Kensington and a couple of other publishers. So yeah, I'm still going to allow myself e-arcs from NetGalley, along with anything that authors or publishers send me directly in the mail or in email, that as well. Any arcs and stuff like that, or advanced reader copies for those of you who don't know. And yeah, so the way that I'm going to work the challenge is the 100 books is going to be books that I own copies of, whether it be physically or digitally, that came into my house or came into my possession prior to the 15th of November. So I'm starting this next week. You can pick whatever date you want to start it. Some people are starting it in January. Some people are starting it in December. Whatever makes you happy. I decided November 15th seems like a pretty good date. So that's the date I'm going to start this challenge on. So any books that were already in my possession as of November 15th will count towards this challenge. If I borrow a book from the library to read, or I borrow like a book from Kindle Unlimited, like that Sweet Valley High book, anything like that, or like, if I buy a Nancy Drew book that I need to read in a month to come, and I bought it, in December, it's not going to count. So like I said, the only books that will count. So even though I might read 20 books in a month, if 6 or 7 of those books are library books and, books I acquired, like the Harlequin books that I acquired. This might take me a while. This might take me almost a year, but it's going to stop the impulse buying, because I have a big problem with impulse buying, you guys. It might not seem like I do a lot of book hauls on this channel, and I really don't, because I don't share with you the sheer amount of books I actually probably buy. Most of that is digital, and that's the problem. Because we all get the emails from Kindle, the Kindle Daily Deals, or, the BookBub emails like, oh, all these books are on sale, and it's probably daily. I am clicking on a link, and it's like, oh, that book's only 99 cents. Buy now. And then the next thing I know, this book is sitting on my Kindle. I didn't even know I bought it because it's on my Kindle and you can't necessarily see it right away. You know what I mean? And I think that's when it's going to stop. You know, occasionally Garrett and I will go to the thrift store and I'll pick up some books at the thrift store. And I do find that enjoyable and fun. But guys, I really don't need to do that right now. I need to concentrate on getting these shelves organized. Step one. So I think that that's also going to really help, that over the next maybe 6 or 8 months as I'm participating in this challenge, it's going to allow me to get all these shelves organized and clear out some of the stuff that I don't want and unhaul some of the books that I don't want. So it's going to be great for that as well. And it's going to stop a lot of the impulse buying. You know, if a new book comes out, I don't have to own it. I can put it on hold at the library and I can borrow it there. You know what I mean? Again, unless it's a Harlequin, because those are like my baby. And that's, like I said earlier, that's where I want my personal physical collection to really start gravitating towards the Harlequin romances. You know, those are my favorite. So anyway, I'm rambling in this video. Do let me know in the comments below. Is this something that you want to participate in? Does it sound like a good idea? Do you think I can do this? So anyway, guys, that is all that I have to share with you today. Again, any comments, questions, post them below. Be sure to click on and check out Ollie's video and join the Discord, join his Discord. And if you don't follow his channel, follow his channel. I read very, very little of what he actually reads, but I'm telling you, he's an absolute delight to watch. So yeah, anyway, that's it. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.